Hi everybody, how are you doing? And look who I have here, Miss Catherine from the channel Do It on a Dime. And we just had an awesome day of a lot of fun, shopping, having lunch, and now we're working on a pantry organization project for my brother and my sister-in-law. Had a blast. And so this is the big reveal. Now, if you have not been to Catherine's channel, you showed us some things over there. And basically this was all done for under $100. And so definitely go over to Catherine's channel to check out how we put all this together.
We had so much fun shopping at the Dollar Tree and Walmart and just pulling some really cool stuff that we really think that you guys are gonna like, and we can't wait to show you guys the big reveal.
Yes. So we're not gonna keep you here because I know you want to see. So we're gonna jump right in, and we hope you enjoy, and we hope you find some tips. Go to her channel because she definitely shares some tips, and we shared some things about how we put all this together. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to start by showing you the before picture. So this is how their pantry was, and they really just moved in the house. They did not have any rhyme or reason to the pantry. They were actually a little frustrated with it because they just really didn't know how to organize it or how they wanted to organize it. And so we were so happy to be able to give them a system that now works for them. Now they store things like crock pots and, you know, their food, and then they have their water, their bottled water and things like that. And so they need an efficient space. The great thing is this is a great size pantry. Now we had a budget of $100, and $100 on this size pantry can be a bit challenging, but we were so up for it, and we feel so good that we were able to do it for under $100. And so Catherine was so easy to work with, and I loved it. It was so much fun because we think alike. And the first thing we said is, you know what, when we came back from shopping, we said, you know what, we have to clear it out. We need to clear everything out so that we have a clean slate, and then we need to take the organizational systems that we purchased, put them around, tweak them, and kind of figure out the best system for them. You know, we asked them a lot of questions of what their needs were because we wanted to make sure that we put things in the proper places to really function well for them. That was the top priority, you know. And so then we got to the fun part. It was so much fun for us to get the bins and tweak it and figure out where we were going to put this and where we were going to put that. And it was just fun. And so definitely go to Catherine's channel to see all the wonderful things we got and how we got it, and to go to the dollar store with us. But now we're at the point where, you know, we were putting it all in. And so now I want to show you the actual reveal, and it is just wonderful. Okay, so here is the reveal. You know, we were so happy with it. We thought that for our budget of $100, and we stayed under budget, and it really turned out great. And they are over the moon happy with it. It functions so well with them. We were able to do everything that they had asked as far as their needs, as far as the pantry functioning well for them, and it really turned out great. And Catherine and I were excited when we went to the dollar store to see the blue bins, because to us, we were like, this blue reminds us of something. And then we thought about it. It's like the Martha Stewart blue. And so we thought it really gave a nice look in this pantry, especially incorporating it with the kind of canisters and the glass jars, the mason jars. It really gave a great look. But beyond the look, it functions so well. So it's exciting to see the transformation, because it actually went from a space they could not function well with to now something that's really clean, neat, organized, and a space that they're really happy with. When they go in here now, they can easily put away groceries, they can easily get groceries, and it works well. So I'm going to take you on a tour and kind of show you how we put it together. Okay, so the first thing that I want to share with you is I want to share with you this over-the-door kind of solution here. And this is actually a shoe holder. This idea came from, I got it from Catherine because I watched her channel and she had it on here, and I thought it was a great solution for the pantry, and it fits their door perfectly. And you put those things in there that you want to easily get to. This also would be great for you mommies who have baby food, to store your baby food in there. Works great. And so now I want to take you through the pantry kind of shelf by shelf. I won't spend too much time on each one because I'll just take you through so you can kind of just get a feel for how we set it up and kind of what their needs are, in case this can be an inspiration to you. And so definitely the blue bins worked perfectly. And having the various sizes is great because it helped accommodate the different sizes of packaging and foods and things like that. So it worked great. So to start, we got these 4 blue shoe boxes here from the Dollar Tree, and they're actually in the blue as everything else was. So that was a great luck up that we did there. We put the chalkboard labels on them so that she can write whatever she needs to write on them when she goes grocery shopping. She has room for those items. We only used one of them for sprinkles because she has a lot of sprinkles, and so we did put one in those. But because she says she's going to do a kind of large grocery shopping, they just moved in this house and she hadn't done that yet, she has room to grow. And so we put that as an important factor when we did this. And so we did use the one, like I said, for the sprinkles. And then we did the Lazy Susans here. And we learned about this from, both of us had talked about this. We said we had saw this from Alejandro from Home Organizing. And it's 2 dollar store pans with marbles in between. And it makes the perfect Lazy Susan. And so they are a peanut butter family. So we did one for all of their peanut butter. And then we did 2 more for all of their sprinkles, her baking sprinkles, because she has a tremendous amount of those. And she doesn't use them all the time, but when she needs to get to them, they're there and out of the way, and that's why we put them on the top shelf. Now the kind of eye level shelf here is where we put things that they really go to a lot, like their crackers and nuts, and they have a lot of those that you can kind of eat throughout the week. And so we gave them plenty of room for that, plus they have room to grow in the back, and we left one blank so that she can use it for whatever she needs to use when she goes grocery shopping, to do whatever she needs to do with. And they can even take them out of the bags to give even more additional room. Now the next shelf down, this is where we put all of her dry goods and things like that, like sugar and self-rising flour, all-purpose flour. And these containers are huge and they fit the entire bag and they really work great. And I love using mason jars. If you follow my channel, you know that I love using those in my pantry. And so we were really excited to use these in theirs because it's an affordable way to store those dry goods like your oatmeal and your beans and things like that. And so we have everything here. And if you notice, she still has room to put additional jars. So if she needs to grow into more, she has the space for it. And so that's the great thing about it. And it's really a neat look. We put the chalkboard labels on here, and these are the kind that she can put this jar in the dishwasher and the label will not come out. I did a video on that, I think last week, and showed these labels, but they're great because you don't have to replace them every time you wash the jar, or you don't have to worry about them falling off. They're very durable and they work great. And so now let's look at the next shelf. Okay, I love these containers here because they're a nice size and they're perfect for those things like their snacks and their bread. So the first one here is for the bread, the next 2 are for snacks, and the one in the corner there is for their breakfast items such as their kind of pancake mix and syrup and all those breakfast items. And so these are just the perfect size for storing all of those things. Along with, we got these 2 baskets here, and they fit her onions and potatoes, and they fit it perfectly, and they're in the corner up there above. Now she had a question about how does she keep her onions from kind of the peels from falling, and I simply just put a plastic Ziploc bag under it, and that works perfectly. So now that nothing will fall through, because when you have these wire racks, you know, you tend to have that problem, but now this solves that problem with ease, and she does not have to worry about that. And so these bins work perfectly for this. And we use one of her baskets at the bottom for their water, and this actually houses 2 cases of water. This basket was huge, but it fit perfectly under their pantry. Along with, we put all of her crock pots and pans and things like that under the bottom so that she didn't have to reach high to get them, but she can just kind of bend down and get them, and they're low and easy to get to. And so we were happy to put them lower. We thought it would function better down low than up high. And then here she can store all of her paper towels. She says she likes to buy them in bulk, so when she goes and does her grocery shopping, she has the room and space for them. So now let's move into the other side of the pantry. Okay, so on the top shelf here, this is where we keep all their paper goods. They had a lot of paper goods like paper cups and utensils and things like that. And Catherine, she was like, this would be perfect for those things. And it did fit. It fit the cups perfectly. And then in the back, they have room for growth. We use these Michael chalkboard clip-on labels for the kind of baskets and bins. You get 2 for $1 at the Michael's dollar spot. They're really durable, work great, and easy to write on. My handwriting is a little shaky, but other than that. And so the bin here is for paper plates. And so when Catherine and I looked at that, and she showed it to me and said, look how perfect this fits in here. We both had an aha moment because it really truly, it fits a lot of the plates and it fits it neatly. And we had another one for all of her napkins. And then we had these 2 entertaining bins. This is something that she highly requested. She said that she buys a lot of snacks and things for their guests, but she wants them so that her family won't eat them. And so these 2 bins, the family knows you don't eat out of these bins, and these are for kind of her entertaining kind of foods there that she can stock in there. Now we used one of her baskets for like her cake mixes and the things that she used, like her, you know, chocolate chips and things like that for her baking, along with we used another basket for their cereal, and it housed the cereal perfectly and it keeps it neat and orderly. And then on this shelf here we have things like she had a lot of panko mix and breadcrumbs and things like that. And then healthy snacks is what she eats. She eats healthier snacks than other family members, so she has her own bin for her so she can go directly to it. And then we did one for condiments, tuna, and rice noodles, which tend to be like their lunch items minus the condiments. And then we have a section for her teas. She loves her teas, and so we put those in these containers, which are great because when she has company, she can just bring the containers out and then they can choose the tea that they want. And in the back here, we have additional storage for her teas. And then on the end here is where we keep the small sandwich bags, large sandwich bags, aluminum foil, and things like that. Works out great. We took them out of the boxes so that they can just fit in here and they can just come and pull a bag when they need it. They don't have to dig in a box or anything like that, so that worked great. Along with, we used another one of her baskets in the back to kind of house her saran wrap and things like that. And then with their canned goods, you know, we used that solution to help with the kind of shelving there, but then we separated things that were staples. Vegetable soup, cream of soup, and things like that are staples in her home, so we have those in their individual bins. Along with, we have one at the bottom here for plastic bags. She can just throw them in there when she comes from the grocery store and she's good to go. So all of this came together to really function well for them, and like I said, they really were over the moon with it. They said that it really works well from them and it really made a great impact in their home. And it was so, oh, I just can't tell you how much fun it was working with Catherine on this project, because, you know, like I said, we think alike and it's so easy to work with someone that you'd have so much in common with. And then we had such a blast shopping and lunch, and it was just a memory that we will always remember. And so I hope you enjoyed sharing this project that we did together with you. Definitely go check out her channel to see how we put this together, and to go to the Dollar Tree with us. And I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you at the next video. And this is Nikki saying goodbye.